plenty of moments where he has looked out of control. I mean, he is 12K MMR, and he is trying his darnest, and it would be a big feat to defeat Spirit here. This is especially, you know, RNG potentially coming in Arlington. This would be a big moment for them to win this series and, you know, make a statement. Drop the flag down.
Yeah, I heard that Team Spirit, though, have been doing very well in practice lately, and they're the only team to beat Secret in one map. So
okay. That was a secret that was already guaranteed first, though.
Yeah, but
just saying. In
the second game, you know, Secret did win again.
True.
So Secret is still very strong, whether they're first or not. They want to win like everything they can, right? Especially after the DPC showing they've had. Okay. But yeah, do you like this Bounty Hunter?
We were talking about it in the car. Yeah. I was talking about how I like Bounty Hunter, but I don't know if I'm exactly going to like it in this game. I'm a big fan of what we see from the TA. We've seen it do well. I think their control kind of works out, where you can go in, initiate with a hook shot, maybe follow that up with an arena, or you can choose one or the other. You can go for multiple pickoffs using that hook shot more often. Obviously, arena more for that team fight orientation, and with the help of the track, maybe land more hook shots, and pickoff potential certainly there for Team Spirit. I like it. It sets up pretty well. The question is, can they get it done, and does RNG, I guess, have enough? And do you think they have enough to counter whatever initiation comes out from Spirit?
It really depends on someone's positioning, right? If they can get on top of the Zeus fast and kill him quickly, then it's going to be a problem when it comes to damage, because all of the heroes don't really deal a lot of damage other than the Zeus, so they have to protect him really well. They got a lot of good tools for that, though, right? Spike, the Carapace can save him. You have Lifestealer and Fest that can heal him back up. There's definitely a lot of good tools. Also, what we have seen in the early game, like 3 wards have been destroyed. 2 by Spirit, 1 by RNG. So the early game vision is not going to be as strong, potentially opening up more rotation.
Yeah, that's something I feel like we've been missing in a couple of these matchups, is that mid-rotation, but that also comes with what kind of supports you're picking, right? Do you have supports that can really go over mid? What's their purpose? Is it more so to babysit the lane, or come over and, you know, fill a bottle, help get a kill, and push your mid into a better standing?
Yeah, but it's really hard to leave lanes alone nowadays. Like, laning is so important that you really can't just afford to move away without a clear objective.
Yeah, it almost feels like every time a support leaves the lane, the offlaner, because it's normally the 4 moving, gets punished. Yeah. The aggression just comes out instantly. And it doesn't even have to be a movement towards mid. We've seen it even be placing vision near the jungle, especially up top. It feels like the Radiant offlaner finds itself, you know, in trouble because of that, where let's say Kaka goes to the jungle, he places down a ward, they jump on Chalice, and boom. Like, that just feels like so common these days. You can't leave your lane for a moment. Look at what Kaka's doing. But I guess he's also lanes by the tower. He's pretty safe here.
Yeah, that's also Nature's Prophet, and they have no stuns, so he can teleport out pretty much any time he wants to.
Very true. Toronto Tokyo getting a little bit low here as Somnus sees on this Zeus. We've seen Somnus do a lot of great things with a lot of heroes. Probably his most recently notable, at least in my eyes, is like what he's been able to do with like Lina. Has been very strong. He's shown a lot of prowess with that. Do you like him here on the Zeus? Does this scream Somnus to you? Does this matchup look good for him?
I mean, he plays Zeus in the DPC, and I think he had like 10 kills. What was it, like 11 or 12 minutes? So it's definitely in his wheelhouse. But if you play middle for as long as Somnus has, like, you have a massive hero pool. So 100% his Zeus is going to be up to par. And right now he's winning the lane pretty handily too, doubling the CS of the Mars.
Yeah, Toronto, Tokyo, a little bit of a struggle at the moment, and again, maybe that forces somebody to come over from the side of Team Spirit towards this lane, because, you know, you're not that tanky if you're Somnus on this Zeus, but you do have potentially just a heavenly jump to get away.
Yeah, but Bounty Hunters over here, you really want to make sure that he can lane and get level 6 easily.
Right.
So once he has his Vanguard, then you can leave him alone, but until then, he's going to need some help.
Yeah, we'll see what this bounty ends up getting done in this game, and how Ghost is going to do. He's always my biggest question mark with the RNG team. He has had both sides of the spectrum when it comes to the kind of games he's shown.
Yeah.
It's been either his actual 12K MMR, or, you know, sometimes he gets a little bit scared and the fear pushes him back. He gets a little bit uncomfortable when he's fallen behind a little bit.
Yeah, which is something that happens to a lot of not so experienced players, right? So this LAN is actually an amazing opportunity for him to gather some much needed experience.
Ghost is definitely not one of those guys who's got a ton of international experience, that's for sure.
So here begins the water battle.
And there's
Xnova
coming over. So Xnova's going to try and heal through it all. Battery assault's there. He's got the cogs down. He's trying to maybe just buy some time for everybody else, but he is giving up first blood to Toronto Tokyo, which doesn't exactly feel great for the Zeus that's over mid.
Yeah, especially, you know, you work really hard to eke out a little advantage in the lane, and one support rotation, suddenly Mars gets first blood. Now it's the top of the network. Gonna get a level 6 pretty fast as well, and then they can start pressuring the Zeus.
Yeah, you want to see Zeus kind of snowball out of control. You don't want to see him get stopped, because is Zeus someone who, without map presence, can really come back, or is he stuck behind once he kind of falls from it?
You can definitely catch back up courtesy to Arc Lightning. It's nice flash farming ability, but you don't really ever want to be behind with Zeus, because you have the global ult, so you're looking to win the side lanes with that, and just get rich off killing heroes in the side lane via your ult.
So, Ghost, he's played in the Saudi E-League before. He took second back in 2021. But, you know, just looking at his, and thinking about his international experience, he doesn't exactly have a lot of Tier 1 teams that he's played for. Maybe the closest to RNG is their academy team, which is Sparking Arrow Gaming. And I don't think exactly they were going to LANs or anything like that at the time. They did have a good roster at one point. So getting this experience is big for Ghost, right? Like, international teams, pulling from this, again, especially before Arlington. So we'll see how much this helps Ghost. Maybe not now, but towards the future. And Xnova, again, he's got the heal. He's trying to survive. Battery Assault. It's going to be used again, and it won't kill the Enchantress this time.
Yeah, Enchantress is very hard to be killed by Solar Clockwork.
Yeah.
Maybe with higher levels, but yeah, the Enchantress heal is known to be a little bit too strong, perhaps.
One thing we really haven't talked about, especially because the arena was used, it didn't find anything with it, but was Kaka on the Nyx. This is a pick that RNG have gone to the well a lot with, and I mean, he's shown why, right? Kaka's considered probably the best Nyx player in the entire world.
Yeah. They're running into problems now, though. Bounty Hunter finished his Vanguard, as we spoke about.
Right.
And Ghost is actually getting bullied out of lane. He chose to go for face boots rather than the Helm of Iron Will. So the laning is not going to be easy, and they need like at least 4 heroes to kill this Bounty Hunter, the Vanguard. 9 armor plus Vanguard, very tough kill.
Despite Carapace, they're going to look over at Vaposhka. They've got the Thunder God's Wrath, so Somnus will get the cleanup kill there. They're also looking towards bottom with the Enchant to try and get a kill out on a collapse. But yeah, with the Vanguard, this just does not look viable at all.
Yeah, look at Ghost's net worth, too. He keeps getting taxed, as I like to call it. The tax collector, right?
Yeah, he's the tax man. If you drive a car, he'll tax your seat.
He's level 6 now. So every auto tech has a crit on it, of course. He might be even looking to dive him here.
Track, he is 1v1, certainly bullying Ghost to the point where he has to infest the creep. That doesn't feel good at all. And leaving him by himself, it could be costly. They're going to come over with Toronto Tokyo. They'll look over at Chalice, but the impale is on point from Kaka. Oh, the Sprout Chalice! Okay, moves over. Probably still dead. It was a cheeky move
Maybe
to
not.
start, but he's trying to juke the trees.
Nice tree block, too.
And the tree block is there, too. I said probably. I don't deal in absolutes. They've got the 2-man impale. They've also got the Zeus who's hit by the spear. You've got this Clockwork moving forward, and, well, they will at least find one on Kaka. The Nyx Assassin goes down, trading his life as Mira. So not exactly perfect from Team Spirit, where it looked like they certainly had more headway on that exchange.
Not perfect, but certainly still good because Ghost just can't lane bottom. He's getting completely zoned by the Bounty Hunter. And they will have to deal with him eventually, because if a snowball, I mean, if a Bounty Hunter offlane snowballs with a fast Agate Receptor, which he's also going for,
right,
these team fights become incredibly hard. Like every Shuriken toss is like 500 damage. And they're going to 5-second cooldown as well.
They're going to try and take this top tower, and by try they do.
Yeah.
Try if you will, but you can't stop the push.
It's a good win. But yeah, where's the space from Ghost gonna come in? Because Lifestealer is not a hero that's good at all with no farm.
Could it come from the Nature's Prophet? Just the pressure?
He's also a map absorber though. rather than
does,
a space
but
maker.
At this point, if he's going for the tier 2, isn't he absorbing the opposite side of the map? He pulls down towards the jungle, maybe opening up some space in the jungle of their own for Ghost.
Yeah, but Bounty's never gonna rotate there, right? He just wants... Like, his mission is bully lifestealer forever and get the bot tower. And then TP to the fights eventually. Nice
Arena
Arena.
down. Somnus in trouble. The spear lands. They've got the battery assault to follow it up. There's no chance for Somnus to get out. And Mira and Toronto Tokyo tag team there and find themselves an easy one.
Bottom tower is under attack.
They are starting to expand that lead. It's only 1,000 at the moment, but bottom is free to the point where it collapses. Solo taking a tower here.
Also top of the net worth right now.
Wait, oh yeah. Again, battery assault, Cogs around, X-Nova. Well, Cogs, they attract the spear. And so does apparently X-Nova's body as they get another kill on the Enchantress. Thunder God's Wrath to get the kill on Baposhka. They'll find themselves a second. That one goes to Ghost. It's not a lot of gold at just 188, but it's something. It's something he wouldn't be getting bottom, that's for sure.
Yeah, he definitely has to like rotate elsewhere, so him getting active on the map makes the most sense. But again, he's really far from his armlet. Optimally, in a good game, you would have your armlet by this point, your armlet phase. And he's still a good 1.2 pick all the way from it. Now bounces to peek middle.
Wants to come over, but Kaka from behind has the impale. Again, the lack of damage just with that Vanguard. So Ghosty's here, the hookshot's in. They've got the Cogs around on 2, the Sunray on top of it, but they'll break out pretty quickly. They've got a lot of heroes here. The Icarus dive, and well, he's only level 5, so there is no Supernova to throw right on top of the fight. They go after Toronto, Tokyo. They'll take it to Mars. He's in the wrong city. It's not Toronto. It surely ain't Tokyo. And now they're going to go for the rest. They've got Collapslo and Maposhka retreating, and RNG are going to give it up there as they take out just the Mars.
Yeah, their team fighting is not incredibly strong, especially without that Arena. It was a nice hook shot, but it was sort of an anti-timing because the Arena was on cooldown for like 10 seconds. Like, if that connects together, that team fight is one for Spirit.
Bit of an anti-timing, too, with Phoenix not having the Supernova, right?
Yeah.
You wait a little bit longer, and all of a sudden, Arena, Supernova, that fight seems super one, especially with that hookshot on the Cogs surrounding 2 heroes.
Yeah. Master's looking for a kill on the bottom now with the Arena, though. Chalice sniffs it out. Going to be just fine.
Yeah, no blink, so no long-range initiation. And they see Somnus. They definitely see Somnus. Rocket Flare flying over. Meanwhile, you've got the bottom tower still being pressured, thanks to the enchanted Dark Troll Summoner. Keeping those creeps there.
It's kind of silly that it just tanks for like 30 seconds. So much health, so much armor.
Kind of ridiculous.
Gonna use Arena for the end. Yep.
Yeah, he does. Arena and the spear. It's only level 1 heal, and they've got the hookshot to follow it up. So X-Nova's dead, but most of the time when you're 5 position, they've used Arena, they've used hookshot. Sure.
Kill is a kill. Now the problem is with Bounty Hunter, he hasn't really been involved at all, and obviously want to make use of the track.
Right.
But RNG's doing a good job at not really giving track kills away, like at all. He's 0-0-0. Very uncommon for a Bounty Hunter. It's more like a creep hunter.
Ain't getting those bounties, that's for sure.
That was funny.
I laughed. I give you a giggle.
Thank you.
I got one.
I appreciate that.
I'll also give you one clap in the chat. There you go.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It's more of a ha-ha moment.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not looking.
Please don't.
Kaka, he's got Vendetta available. He's going for that blink, and we've seen what Kaka can do with this blink.
For TA.
Maybe I'm overplaying it, but if you watch Kaka on this Nyx, it really is disgusting. They also got the tier 1 tower over bottom, so not really a lot of space for Yatoro to survive under if he were to be caught alone with a +1 or 2 here for RNG, which, you know, they do have the global presence. You TP in with Chalice, you've got the Thunder God's Wrath. When the Axe is picked up, Zeus will have that Nimbus, but they've now found Kaka. They've got the hook shot, he goes with the Spike Carapace, but the spear is there from Toronto, Tokyo, and Kaka ends up meeting his demise. It's not a great welcoming to the side of the Dire, but it is one, that's for sure.
Radiant's top
I'm
tower is
wondering
under attack.
who does a slow game favor more? Probably RNG, just because Bounty Hunter is a pretty snowball reliant hero.
Right.
And again, hasn't gotten a single bounty yet. He's stealing gold of Ghost.
Yeah, still charging that tax.
Forever. Never stops. I mean, there's also, of course, the possibility of Bounty just farming the entire time until he gets his axe, and then he starts team fighting, but it's really not what you want from the hero. But as I said, RNG is doing a very good job at not getting caught anywhere. That is used. Looking for the bounty hunter again.
Trying to at least, and they will spot Collapse. They've got the Vendetta. They'll go to the stun. Collapse just trying to TP, and Thunder God's Wrath is used, so just TP. I mean, that is kind of ridiculous where you're just able to survive it all, and it truthfully is kind of disheartening if you're the side of RNG. You've got 3 heroes here. You use Thunder God's Wrath. You try to get a kill on the Bounty Hunter, and, well, to no avail. It just does not work out.
Yeah, he's pretty tanky, right? Plus, with the Vanguard plus the point booster. So a pretty decent health pool. Or it could be the first track kill.
Ooh, hook shot.
Let's go.
Coming in, and Miposhka's dead while this is going on. They clipped him. All right. X-Nova Teasy put down onto the ground and Collapse. He'll get credit for it, so like you said, first track kill.
Let's do the math. 3 heroes around. Oh, it's good math. 130. 210 extra gold.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Oh, Jesus. So, net worth kind of even, like you said, trying to snowball on this bounty hunter, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's 2 components away from his axe. Then they're probably going to be looking for really big team fights. How's our TA looking? Pretty close to the desert, just 1,000 away.
But Chalice is doing a great job. Quietly top of the net worth. Well, okay, cool, thanks. I mean, it switched as I was saying it. He was there. Just pretend he was there as I started that statement. That's when it really counts.
Vendetta once more. What's he looking for? Yatoro is not an easy kill.
Sees Miposhka.
Yeah.
He's getting information. Even just getting this and maybe not even getting a kill is fine for him because it allows Chalice to understand what he's going to be up against. And they might just go for Miposhka. But Yatoro gets spotted by the Treants, and now they're on the retreat. Kaka's still here, goes to the Vendetta, lands the Impale, and they've got the damage coming in with Chalice moving over. They'll get the kill into the TA. They look over at this Phoenix. Icarus dive away. Toronto Tokyo's coming in. He wants to use that arena. He doesn't have a blink to catch up. He looks at X-Nova. Somnus pushed out, heavily jumps away. They've got the tracks coming through, but the damage onto this Mars, he needs to be a little bit careful. Kaka sitting low. He's still tracked up. And Collapse, he's sprouted. So he wanted to do the damage. He wanted to get the tracks off, but, well, that's it. That's all you got from the Bounty Hunter. They get the kill on a Collapse. They look over at Mira. Now, all they got so far is the kill on a Kaka. So, there goes Mira. Miposhka next on the list. RNG are going to check it twice. And, well, going off the map is kind of something that'll put you on the naughty list. So they'll give him coal and put out his fire.
Massive teamfight win. 4-for-1 trade. Very well done. Yatoro is, of course, a very big part of the damage, right? So if he dies first, there's not a whole lot left in the tank. I'm a little bit surprised, actually, that they chose to fight despite losing the TA straight away.
Yeah, they continue to try with Toronto Tokyo moving forward. The arena comes down, doesn't grab Somnus. You're going after 2 supports in that situation, especially one like the Enchantress, who now is level 3 in the Nature's Attendant, so that gets even harder as time goes on, right? With the Untouchable, too. It's a tough kill. They get Kaka. He was tracked, but that's it.
Yeah, it's also fair to say that this Bounty Hunter idea hasn't really worked out.
It's fizzled so far.
Yeah.
But does it ever unfizzle if you're behind like this and you're not snowballing?
It is a comeback here for sure, because track kills in a team fight can just give you so much gold, right?
Right.
But, again, he's only had like 1 track kill so far.
Doesn't have his Ags yet. Like, he was really hoping to be...
He wanted his Axe, but I mean at 15, 16.
Yeah.
If you can make that happen, your team fight damage is ridiculous.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to be as forward in these fights as he's been, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you can start to really output the damage from afar.
Chalice is getting really rich as well.
Yeah.
Almost into his BKB already.
Back to top of the net worth. They've smoked, they've infested, and Collapse. He is up here. X-Nova's tracked up, so they might just bait out the Enchantress. Again, a hard hero to kill if the Nature's Attendance goes off. And you can see Kaka right behind him.
Where's the blink?
And it's just smoke. He doesn't have the Vendetta yet. They reapply the track, so Kaka, at some point with this infest, can maybe go in with the Vendetta. He's just going to walk forward, though, go to the pop, and now the Vendetta is going to be used to kill off Collapse. With the help of Chalice, he used it perfectly. Didn't need to immediately pop it, lands the stun first, Vendettas, and then uses the extra damage. That's well done.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, very worried for the Bounty Hunter. More and more so. He made like 50 gold in the last 2 minutes.
That's not a bounty, that's for sure.
And that's the problem with Bounty Hunter. If you don't snowball and you always like get carried around, they don't give you those teamfight opportunities, you are basically just the same as a +4 Bounty Hunter, right? You're missing that offlane right now.
Right, you have like your 1, your 2, and then
Like a 3.5 maybe?
yeah, and a 4.
Yeah, like he's slightly more farmed than a 4 Bounty Hunter would be, but not nearly as farmed as a 3 should be.
And the thing is, you start to look at the net worth. Ghost is catching up. He's now ahead of Toronto Tokyo, who was over mid, who's being beat by Somnus, who's had himself a good game. He's going into the BKB, so he's gone Kaya. Thinking about the BKB, holding off on buying the components a bit. Kaka's been tracked, and he's in trouble. Those Janata shots are no joke. And you take too many, you fall down, and well, that's where Kaka's at right now.
Yeah. And you can see, just did 1 kill alone with a couple of Ginata hits, 600 gold straight away.
Yeah.
So 2 more of those, he's gonna have his axe.
Ghost is waiting for his opportunity. They've got a sentry down. They see collapse. They'll go to the hook shy, but Mira completely ripped apart by Chalice. They go to the BKB on the Nature's Prophet too. Toronto Tokyo again moving forward, trying to land an arena. Finally throws it, but it's only on X Nova. Is that really worth it? They'll get the kill out of the Enchantress, and now RNG want to go back around again. They'll spin you right round, and right round they'll come as Toronto Tokyo will fall to Somnus, who's now dominating. And with this fight happening right by the pit, it puts Roche on the table. The question is, can they check out with it?
It's very slow. Very slow. And there's a trap in there too. They didn't bolt it yet. No, they did.
They have a sentry down, so it's going to cover the entry point for Collapse to want to get in there. But you need somebody blocking the potential hook shot. Right now it's on cooldown for 12 seconds, so timings might work out. Oh, they're going to go with the Thunder God's Wrath. Kaka, well, he's got that Blink Dagger, and they'll get the kill on a Collapse. That opens it up for more. And, well, now hook shot, it's off cooldown. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is an attempt by Mira. He's over to the side. He's not terribly close, and he'll never make the try.
Oh, they're looking for
They'll get the
Aposhka.
Aegis. Aposhka, he's caught, he's killed, he's gone. Chalice with another one, and RNG are really starting to stack up the numbers. They're up 3K. This bounty really doesn't feel like it's doing much of anything. You've got Ghost, who's practically recovered, and even if he hasn't, well, Chalice and Somnus have gold to back him up.
Yeah. The Roche fight was very deadly. When you run a tier lineup like this, you're always very reliant on that first Roshan. They haven't really been able to string together like the Mars Phoenix combo that we've seen so many times, right?
Yeah,
Every time there's an arena, it's like usually just on a support, sometimes 2 supports, but they haven't really caught a core in it at all. And then you don't want to commit to Supernova, of course.
Yeah. By the way, Zeus had the BKB queued up, did end up using that Ogre Axe to go to the Ag Scepter instead, so they do have the additional damage of that Nimbus.
They're on the run.
They're looking. Kaka push back, but that's the debut of the Nimbus, and Chalice will claim the life. He's now unstoppable. He's 6-0-9. Nice. Still, though, just a 3K lead, so it's not exactly... The problem isn't getting exacerbated right now. It's kind of 4-3K-ish, but we'll see what happens by the time this Aegis expires. It can get much worse very quickly, if, especially if Team Spirit take a losing fight where they only, again, get Kaka or X Nova.
Yeah. But now Bounty finally has his axe, so he will be able to stand back a little bit more. But it's a very late axe, but a 23. That is really
You
like
were saying
support
15.
net worth or so. Not the greatest, but at least he has it now, right? So this is where potentially Snowball can begin to roll again. But I say again.
They get baited by that illusion. That's going to feel pretty bad. They drop the Nimbus, Thunder God's Wrath. They move forward with the Infest pop. They get nothing out of it. That is something that is certainly going to allow Team Spirit to turn around, right? Like, now you can feel kind of confident. You know a lot is on cooldown.
Yeah, but then again, Zeus is also not super reliant on the ult, right?
No, not at all. But it's also the Nimbus, too.
These fights are not easy right now. There's a BKB on Chalice, you have Lifesteal, of course, who has Rage. And you don't have a BKB on TA, so he's always going to get Hellbirded by the Lifestealer.
Yeah, right now the only BKB, I believe, is on the Mars.
Yeah.
So bottom lane, looking to take the tier 2 tower, and it's gone.
Easy.
Dire's bottom tower
The
has
big treants
fallen.
dealing so much damage there. They're looking to pressure high ground?
Yeah, potentially looking to go high ground.
Oh, they're looking for a fight too though. Smoke behind.
I mean, they've got the blink. Kaka can make something happen, but let's see the rest of Team Spirit. X-Nova's in a decent spot. The courier flies over. They're taking the long wrap around, trying to find them out. But look at Somnus's position. Actually, there's no trees there, so they kind of see him. They're going to look over the heavenly jump with the BKBB pop. Somnus in some trouble. The belt strike comes out of the chalice. The hook shot is there. They've got the lockdown on a Ghost. They'll take out Somnus. Supernova drops, and it'll stun up Chalice as well as Kaka, who's trying to run. But look at that. Oh, the Shuriken!
Oh, the Shuriken
it stops
bounces,
Chalice's TP, and he's going to be caught there and killed off. They want more. They want X-Nova. He goes over the high ground, but that ain't happening. Collapse with this axe has collapsed on RNG's dreams. They found themselves Toronto, Tokyo, but only for a second. Ghost trying to fight. Now he'll go to the TP attempt. He just skirts his way out. Kaka, he's under the guise and shroud of Vendetta, so he's A-okay. Invisibility is invincibility for him at the moment, but that is a great fight for Team Spirit.
4K lead. Well, back to even.
Trying to go for Mira, and the stun lands. He's going to lose his life potentially on this. He is tracked up. There's no way to run these shuriken tosses.
Don't think it was worth. Like, it was
No,
critical
not
for
at all.
everyone. If you got out, it would have been a really nice play, of course, but very low percentage play. And now they're actually in the gold lead against Team Spirit after the team fight.
Yeah, Bounty
Someone
got
has to be so careful.
1,500.
Yeah.
1,500 gold off that fight. Throwing shuriken 4 times, and that doesn't include when he got it twice on the Nyx. So 6 times with that shuriken. I mean, that is disgusting.
Probably more than 6 even. Like, the cooldown is so low, 5 seconds. He's going to keep throwing them out. He's going for a BKB next.
So does he become the high priority target? It's just so much damage, right?
It's so hard to kill him, though. He has that shard, which gives him, I think, 35% damage reduction. While he's under the Shadow Walk, how are you going to kill him? 2.5k health, 35% damage reduction. Not easy.
No, not easy at all.
Zeus, though, we spoke about it, right? Every time Zeus dies first, they lose the fight. He's the main damage. They take him out, they lose.
And he doesn't have that BKB. He was thinking about it, goes to the Ags. I don't really dislike the Ags. I'm not going to say that was the wrong item choice, but when he gets BKB, it's certainly going to work out a little bit better. They're going to look for Toronto, Tokyo. Infest, right-click damage, but the CP is in time. Easy does it, and Spirit get away with one.
Long BKB cooldown, though. 90 seconds, so they won't really be able to team fight until that's back up again.
They're still searching. Sentry down as well as the Obs.
Or they tracked the Nyx as well.
Caught Yatoro for a second, so it does spot where the TA was and maybe where they're going, but they need to be careful. Kaka, he's tracked up. How much he'll be able to accomplish within this Vendetta. TA going into the dataless and then the BKB.
Yeah, no BKB still. Pretty uncommon, pretty greedy.
Yep.
The way he's itemizing. But if fights go like they did in the last time, makes sense.
Collapse is nearby. Chalice needs to be very careful.
Yeah, his auto attack now also stuns, by the way, out of Shadow Walk, so.
Ooh, boy. That sounds
Cling.
great. Right click out, there's the first shuriken. He's been tracked, Collapse on the run now, just the other way for safety. And if they come and chase him, they've got Miposhka nearby.
That's an AC Nando on the Prophet. So he's going to be much more survivable, while the TA at the same time also finishes the Daedalus, of course.
Yep, damage. Here it comes. Hookshot's gonna be used, and that's through on a Kaka. He's got the Spike Carapace, but he's been stunned up to the cogs. Ooh, God's Rebuke. Sunray on Kaka. He'll survive with the Essence Ring. Icarus dive away. Toronto, Tokyo in some trouble. He goes into the BKB as well as the Arena. That's on top of Chalice as well as Ghost here with Somnus. Somnus, of course, doesn't have the BKB. The Shuriken's gonna be tossed. They get the kill to Kaka. They'll take out Mira. It's a 1-for-1 with the Supernova down. They're starting to run. One shot, not enough. Another Shuriken toss. That's gonna bounce around. Need to be careful about how much you're allowing Collapse to do here with these shuriken tosses. He can't exactly go into the pinch spot where the Nimbus is while it's up, but he is certainly looking for his opportunity.
Yeah, 1-1 trade again. Every trade like this is favorable to Team Spirit, of course, because they have that Bounty Hunter. X-Nova?
Oh boy, oh dear. Ooh. Mega kill streak.
He gets 2 tapped.
I mean, that's the proper way to go about it, right? Double tap.
Yeah. We didn't really talk about the synergy, but TA Bounty is actually not bad together, because the Jinada that applies from the Shuriken is physical damage, so you can really just see how the healers melt. There's almost a BKB now on Bounty Hunter. It's so easy to come back in a couple of team fights with that hero.
Nervous about this ward, but they'll take it out with ease. So, 2K lead. Did RNG miss the timing, or is Spirit hitting theirs?
They're definitely hitting their timings. There's going to be a BKB soon on the Bounty Hunter.
Right.
And it makes Zeus a whole lot less scary. But they're looking for Kaka, and he's tracked.
Nimbus commitment, and they've got hookshot. They have the shuriken. They can go off that. That is a lot of damage coming out from just one shuriken toss.
Yeah.
Do you just take the psychic headband as bounty and use that to up your cast range?
You could. It's not bad, but the apple is also very nice, right?
Apple a day does keep the doctor away.
So Somnus now into his BKB, I believe. No, he's going for the E-Blade actually. And then he sells it again, and then goes into BKB.
And then he queues it up again.
And sells the BKB and goes into E-Blade again. Nah, so he will have his BKB a lot harder to kill, but his armor is still pretty low. If T is on top of him, you can say goodbye.
Well, we'll see if they're going to be saying goodbye or hello. Hello, goodbye?
Bye-bye, hello?
Hello, hello, goodbye. And we'll see what they'll say with this smoke. As RNG, they're going to be taking the long way around, but it doesn't look like Team Spirit are looking to do that themselves. They're grouped up right now. They're shooting rocket flare out. Anybody got the smoke? Is it Maposhka who's holding it? Yes, it is. So they're looking to maybe see if they can make something happen. They've also got the rocket flare in. So X-Nova, he'll try to get some vision down there, and the rest of the team is starting to loop back. This sentry I'm trying to click at the moment.
There's now also a refresher on Mars. Okay. Around 20 gold there is. And we spoke about the Bounty BKB already. He has a gem as well to identify any sort of threats. Ooh. Orchid also on TA, so Kaka's life becomes a whole lot harder.
Yeah, and we've seen what he's been able to accomplish. It's not big on the numbers just yet, 2, 6, and 7.
The refresher on Mars is going to be absolutely massive.
These wards in the river, it spots all of RNG. You can only assume that Kaka's there too. And they've got the sentry, so they know he's there. Hook shot in as well as the arena. They've got the spear, they've got Ghost locked up. Another arena comes down, it's gonna wrap them up once again. They'll take out Kaka, they'll take out Ghost, they'll look for a +1. It's X-Nova right by Roshan.
All right, that is so dirty. Like, double arena is just way too good against range shields like Prophet. And
good against those heroes like Ghost, especially if you catch the spear first.
Yeah, and the Orchid also so perfect, right? It was a blind pickup on the Orchid, so the Ghost didn't know about it, gets Orchided, gets hookshotted, as you said, under the vision of that ward. Everything is falling apart for RNG. It's going to be like an 8k lead, closer to 10k after they consume that shard.
Yep.
And what do you have left in the tank? Your Lifestealer itemized purely for survivability. You have no damage. Physical damage, 0.
Here comes the rat. Here come the trees.
That's the only thing I can do right now.
Here comes the beat.
Look at the team fight again. Hookshot, Orchid, double arena. Woo. What do you do?
A little Venn diagram there. That little part that's crossing over, that's good players and, I don't know, confidence maybe? I don't have the other thing.
You mean great players and good players?
Great players and good players?
Yeah.
Okay, and then they turn into ultra good players.
Yeah.
And that's the middle. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked me up because I had nothing on that one. Hook shot comes out. X-Nova in trouble. Sunray on top of him. It's another track kill. That should go their way if they catch him.
What? That was 1.2k gold swing or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
The track is so mental. Like that ability, once is level 3, he gets 320 gold himself, and every ally gets an additional 120 on top of the kill bounty. They just got like 2k gold from one Ench kill.
I've never seen an Ench be so valuable.
You know, the way X-Nova actually plays is very hard to pull off against a bounty hunter because he likes to just run and give vision, but every time you feed to a bounty hunter, it's actually a big deal.
Well, you remember the days of X-Nova on the Witch Doctor, the Dazzles, where he would just place down this ridiculous vision across the map.
Nice Orchid one, that was real fast.
That was very quick, and Kaka, well, he's going to get tipped. And they're also going to tip Yatra and make sure, well, hey, good job.
Yeah. No, guys, Yatra didn't hack. He actually didn't like Orchid him straight away, you know. There was like a little bit of a delay.
He's got the
but Twitch will be like, whoa, you're
speed.
so hacking again. No, we're not hacking here at all.
Yeah, I don't think so. I would never put that in the viewer's mind. Take the outpost, grab the bounty, clean up.
30k lead with a lineup that is very strong against what RNG have. Oh, he saw him with the gem. He saw Kaka, but he didn't track him.
Oh boy.
Kaka's fast, man. He's like a race car.
Don't go for the courier. Don't get baited.
He's 550 movement speed.
It's
Do
so
it
fast.
and TP out. Go. I'll make him man.
He wants to turn back.
And Ghost is infested inside of him the entire time, so he's not farming.
No, he's not. And you can see he's behind the bounty in net worth. Like, this is not going well for this lifestealer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They need to be careful in these fights, too. With that Roche that they took earlier, they put the shard on Templar Assassin, and that shard is vicious.
More silences.
Yeah, not fun to go up
But
against.
where is the damage going to come from? Like, Zeus has it, but it's only post-BKB or pre-BKB. Lifestealer deals none. And Chalice can't deal any damage either because there's 2 arenas blocking all of his hits.
Yeah, so Chalice, while the fights are going on, maybe he's going to try and just push these towers continually. They'll look for a hook shot. They'll find themselves Kaka. They've got the dust. And, well, with the trap, the silence is there.
Where's the track?
By Carapace.
No tracker around.
Oh, and Yule's up into the air, but...
Blink.
Oh, boy. Kaka. Oh, blink. Essence ring.
He's out.
Well done. I thought he was dead. He was dead on my screen, at least, it looked like.
Team Spirit thought they were dead as well.
Yeah, it felt like they kind of pulled off of that a little bit.
Oh,
They've got the
in
track
trouble.
on to this Nature's Prophet. Chalice is going to pop the BKB. The damage, though. All right, on the run, another way. Just skirts the arena, but they've got the track. They have the Shuriken, and they'll click him down. All right. That's not great. If you were Chalice trying to push.
But it's just business, nothing personal.
Yeah, kid.
There's also a Basher on the Mars, which of course is very nice to build to an Abyssal. You have double Abyssal against the Lifestealer, against the Chalice BKB.
This game is teetering on the edge of just being completely over.
Yeah.
If not already leaning too far already. Ags now on the TA. Go over to those traps.
Still no BKB on him. He's not planning to build it at all.
No, he's not.
Which is very confident. Confidence play right there.
Oh, for sure.
Will it lose them the game though, B-Cop? It could. It might. There's always a chance, you know?
The scary thing is, like, he can use the psionic projection, and it detonates the trap, which then goes with the silence. Oh, okay, X-Nova, Kaka, they're caught. Spear hits, oh, all right. Well, not one, but 2. That was a weird, it looked like he went past the stairs and then spear landed and then like he got pulled back.
Yeah, it's like
Hitboxes are kind of weird, yeah.
16k lead now, and you can see every play they try to make, they're just getting shut down. Oh, they see the catapult, they can get bashed too. Gets bashed, and nothing.
Catapults don't turn like that. There must be a lifestealer in there.
It also has 2,000 health, so.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right, Mr. Semantics. Come on.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
All right, it was also a dire catapult. They pushed past.
Fair. All right, cool. Yeah, you know what? You got me. I tap out. Jeez. Chalice doing his thing, trying to move around the map.
He sold his boots already on Yatoro. Very interesting. Very early to sell boots, but he's pretty much 6 slotted, so.
And he can move anywhere.
Yeah.
These Treants giving up a little bit of gold. 71 to TA.
Now it's more.
Oh my gosh.
I like this axe pickup a lot, because that's the best way to deal with the proper split push, right?
Yeah, it's just psionic projection top, psionic projection bottom.
Don't need boots if you have that.
Yeah.
Ninja gear on TA now. Goes very much
hand in hand with not
with
having
the lore
boots.
as well.
Oh.
She's a ninja of the hidden temple, probably.
Thunder God's Wrath. And the hook
He's
shot.
in deep. Jetpack.
Yeah, jetpack, he's in the air, and they're going to pop the infest, try to get the kill on Tamir to start, so they've at least got themselves one so far. It wouldn't be unlike Team Spirit to still go for this initiation, though. However, Chalice, he's going to get the kill there on a Paposhka. Tracks on the Chalice, Shuriken tossed, hits. He's got good aim.
Oh, what a team play on a bounty. He didn't go for the Jinada Gold Steel talent. He went for the Vision talent instead. Which is pretty massive. 600 vision around every track target is ridiculous. Because it can also mean that you just track another person next to him and you just keep it going forever. Very annoying to play against. And BKB popped.
Okay.
He was scared of his own illusion. He's like, oh my god, he's gonna spear me.
He hurts. I mean, sure. Be scared of your own illusion.
Ah, that's scary.
BKB, that's a big commitment, though. Not gonna feel great.
Yeah.
Oh,
100% win
that
rate on the track vision talent.
gave away that they had a sentry there.
100%.
100% win rate
On the track vision
on
talent.
the track vision talent. One more time. Oh, yeah. See? Right up there, 100% win rate. That's perfect. I love that. Win rate's actually 30%, 33%.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I think we read it wrong.
Oh, well.
Our eyes deceive us.
I was never good at reading. I'm more of like a kind of doing guy.
That's,
Like, you know there's people that learn from reading and people that learn by doing?
yeah, you sure you don't live in NA?
I learn by doing.
Okay.
And Nova doesn't learn by doing.
Oh, gosh.
Did you get one tapped?
I'm going to take a look at the death summary. It was 3 shots.
3 shots. Okay.
Looks like it.
Unlucky. Didn't get the crit.
Still, though, who needs the crit when you could just get the kill anyway? 3 shots? It's fine. It's not efficient. It's great. It's fine. It's good.
Somnus gets a tome. Wants to get up to level 25. I haven't seen anything from Somnus at all for like the last, what, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't really felt
just can't
this
do
pressure.
anything.
But also, RNG hasn't been trying to look to fight, right? They've just
Well, they sort of
kinda-
have been trying to look for pickoffs and stuff.
Yeah, they've,
Yeah.
they've bided their time. They're looking. Zeus is
Kaka
trying to go for
prowled
the
again.
refresher. Kaka trying to use the Vendetta to make something happen. He's going into the Aeon Disc as well as the Ghost Scepter. Chalice, meanwhile, he's going Satanic, but he can hurt. Hookshot comes in. They've got the cogs, but there's the Nimbus down. And Thunder God's Wrath, they'll use the Spear. They'll lock up Kaka. The arena is in, but Somnus with the BKB. He's able to escape the grasp of Toronto Tokyo. He goes into the refresher. He's going to have another arena. They got the silence on the 2. They drop down the mid diagram.
trouble.
And look at the damage on a Kaka. Hookshot again from Mira, and Ghost is gone. He's been turned into his namesake, and he'll be that namesake for 85 seconds.
No buyback
He's
on
not
him.
the friendly Ghost either.
Yeah, so now the only issue Spirit has to address is, well, they have 2 issues. Prophet split pushing and Zeus high ground defense, right? They need to dive to Zeus, then they can hit the tower. Looking to do it.
Oh boy.
Ow, 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 ow,
Oh my.
Nice eBay save.
Almost two-shotting him.
Oh, he died
okay.
to the Orchid.
Yeah.
Died to the Orchid burn.
Oh, that feels so bad.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
There's Sound Edge's Prophet as well.
Attack.
Toronto Tokyo's on the hunt, but he can't quite get him. He has a Bishop Blade if he sees him.
E-Blade almost enough to save the life of the Enchantress, but it's not. And they're walking into these traps. It's constantly just silence, silence, silence. If Yachiro really wanted to, he could lay a trap down, Psionic projection towards it. And they've got the track. Like, this is not going to be easy here for RNG to step foot into Team Spirit at all.
24k lead. Looks like the scrim information was accurate. Spirit is looking good. Had a pretty slow early game, despite having a very aggro lineup, but once things started coming together, you could really see like the lineup is very strong.
Roche.
And it's a refresher, triple arena. Why not?
Gotta
Yeah, triple arena.
really work on those gains there, Roche. You don't stand a chance.
Under attack.
Also, it's not really fair. It's 5v1.
He should hire me.
Off
Yeah.
I'll make a man out of him.
Satanic picked up here for Ghost, but he's looked more like a Casper.
Who are the evil ghosts in Casper? I forgot their names.
I know a lot of pop culture, but I don't know that reference off the top of my head. I wish I did.
I loved watching Casper when I was young. Were you scared of Casper when you were young and you watched it the first time?
I don't really watch that. I don't think I've ever watched it in full.
Probably because you're scared, right?
I was scared of a lot of movies as a kid.
Me too.
Mars Attacks definitely being one of them. They go to the high ground. X-Nova's nearby. They've got the Nimbus to look for the arena. That's going to go around on Ghost. They have the Abyssal Blade, so they'll lock up the Lifestealer. Supernova right on top. Can they get the egg? They're looking to do so with a hook shot. They still get it. They'll take out Maposhka. Mira sitting low. And all of a sudden, well, thanks to the leash talent from the Sprout, they've got Mars locked up. They'll hit him with the Impale. They get the kill on X-Nova, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 so far, but they'll take Toronto Tokyo's life. And away go Team Spirit. They need to get out of here. It looked good for the start, but at the end of the day, RNG with the damage now, and they start to really break down on Spirit there to the point where it forced them to retreat.
And that's the power of Zeus post BKBs, right? That's a lot of damage coming out from them, but they need to make sure that they are able to kite those double BKBs. He didn't have Refresher available on Mars, so perhaps went in a little bit premature because he gave the Refresher orb actually, or the Refresher shot to Phoenix, who obviously died in that egg.
Yeah, Ghost just getting to it, and especially with that hook shot, it looked like it might have a chance to pop.
Yeah, still 24k behind though, but finally they'll be able to recover a little bit of the map.
The thing is, when they take fights, they take towers and objectives pretty quickly. I mean, the same could be said for Spirit, but...
Oh, look at Yatoro, he's standing there.
For the Meld Strike, they've got the Hex. Ghost, though, safe for now. They're going to look over. They've got themselves the Infest. That'll drop down the Nimbus. They've got this TA low. Is Yatoro going to fall? He'll lose the Aegis. Can they get in? And they look for more. They've got the Sprout. That will leash them up. And now the Lightning Bolts, they're coming down. They've got the Disarm thanks to the Heaven's Halberd. However, he'll be saved. They've got the Force Staff help from Mira, who misses the hook shot.
This game is suddenly getting real tense.
It is.
Despite them being 20k 3 ahead.
And the fact that Yatoro has 42k in net worth. He bought that Ag's Blessing.
Yeah.
The upgrade and
then bought a Nullifier to get rid of the E-Blade and Ghost Scepters.
Yep.
Still no BKB. It's so greedy. It's actually... Oh no, he bought it. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't say anything.
Your eyes deceive you. But it is a 9-second BKB.
This is going to be absolutely mental. Like, the next fight is going to be so difficult for RNG.
5-man smoke. RNG just want to keep the pressure on. Again, they take towers really quickly. If they can even put the onus on Spirit to defend,
there's no buyback on TA.
It could be a big problem.
First.
Force the buybacks, maybe take a fight, look to make something happen, especially if they catch Yatoro out. He's got that ninja gear, so he is smoked up. Laying down the traps, hoping to catch themselves an RNG that is well over the legal limit to take in. It's a little deer hunting reference for you, or fishing. Gonna make the jump. They go in, and they've got themselves an Nimbus. Mira's gone already, has buyback with a BKB being popped here by Yatoro. He's still leashed thanks to the Sprout. Chalice has his BKB, but the Nullfire was not in trouble. The Abyss Blade was there from Toronto, Tokyo. They go to the Life Zero, they go to another arena. It's down onto 2. They'll lock down Chalice. They'll take up a Nature's Prophet. The Eagles up into the air by Kaka. Silence thanks to the trap, and the damage is there thanks to the items that Yatoro has. And it's a triple kill as they finish off Somnus. They bought back on Ghost. And all of a sudden, RNG, the aggressors, are, well, the ones destroyed in that fight. They don't have buyback on 2. They have Chalice available with his. It's going to be tough to hold.
Yeah, he probably will have to use this and start trying to split push somehow. But this was the power of the BKB on the tier, right? They didn't expect that because he didn't have it previously. Suddenly he sold something, bam, got it. And the fight was really, really easy.
Yeah, the Abyssal Refresher, Abyssal Blink, then another arena.
Yeah.
Used really well there by the Mars.
It's so easy for them to kite out the Chalice Prophet. He did so much damage, but once the arena's down, obviously all those right clicks get blocked.
So they have to try and play it right. Yeah. And unfortunately for them there, they didn't. And look at this. Yatoro was already there pretty quickly, but he'll TP back. Psionic projection right back in bottom.
To get the leveler.
Bottom is going to go. It looks like they're going to concede it. I mean, they don't have the Zeus. Somnus is gone for 40 more seconds. This is 2 sets of racks. Do they push for more?
35k gold lead as well. If you look at TS Nebula, it looks kind of stupid.
He's got 2 shuriken toss charges. Hook shot, Ghost, caught again. The Cogs, ooh, actually, some space that might have saved him.
Got Force Staff.
Yeah, X-Nova had that Force Staff ready to go.
There's still a Refresher on the Phoenix as well. It's so hard for Ghost to get into position to hit that egg.
Oh, and Octarine Gorge. Whew.
Yep, that's the bounty build. 2 charges, Octarine Core. Now keep throwing them. You have a Hex as well, so that's going to be super long range.
What is the amount of damage that's going to come out? Disgusting.
Well, you say that, but Yatoro's doing even more.
True.
And you have Toronto Tokyo as well, who just deals a ton of damage himself. I mean, this is what happens when you're 40k behind, right? So,
yeah.
Everyone deals a lot of damage.
Everybody deals damage, but you're hoping so do we, right?
Yeah, but Ghost really so far, 0 damage items. I guess the Titanic can sort of count as one, but like no Silver Edge or Daedalus or like a Desolator, anything.
Kaka short a little bit of gold to get that Aeon disc to try and survive.
Which isn't even going to be that good because there's a nullify already.
Yeah, well, it's if he wants to use it on him, of course. You said E-Blade would be the target, right? Whoever's E-Bladed. So, 5-man smoke. And they've got that ward over bottom.
They're going to go high ground.
They're all hush-hush here.
If they catch Ghost, the game is over.
Can they find their opportunity to go in? Chat, get quiet with me. They're smoked up. They're trying to be hush.
Who's going to break the patience first? Oh,
They're going to go, but they've got the BKB. The Abyssal Blade's going to be used on Akaka. They'll look over next Nova. That's the Aeon Disc being popped, as well as the Infest being used to try and save this Nyx, but they just don't have the amount of heal necessary to keep them alive. They look over with the E-Blade thrown over onto Toronto Tokyo. Oh, so far, it's just Kaka. They'll take the Nimbus. Maybe they want to move on this, but they don't have the Nyx Assassin for the moment. Mars has Abyssal already, but no refresher, no arena. And look at the damage coming out from this bounty when it's available to him. You got to be careful. You can't just step up on this team.
It has like a 3.7 seconds cooldown on the Shuriken, so they got to keep coming forever.
Yeah, and they won't stop coming, and they won't stop coming. It's the Shuriken toss, and it'll hit the ground running.
More tracks. Remember the track also gives vision, so you can track other people.
Yeah, hook shot in onto the backlines. Force Staff immediately going to be used, but they've got the Nullifier. They've got another hook shot. They've got the Nimbus down, but they're going to kill the Ghost as well as X-Nova. That's looking like all they've wrote for this one. Son is trying to do the damage. The Heavenly Jump is just straight up, nowhere out of that. Chalice with the Satanic, trying to fight, trying to survive, but there's just no chance. GG is called by RNG, and Team Spirit with a 45K lead, 50 minutes in, will take game number 1.
Making it look, well, easy after they've gotten the bounty axe, right? That was really the struggling point they've had.